within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Hey, let's go.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And that one results in 35 yards.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Double.
It's a play fake. Now Vick forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ricky Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Anderson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that's... Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Lock in.
And they'll run it here. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike's 50. Lock in.
Handoff to the fullback, Burton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lock in. lock in.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's it, baby.
Blue, blue, blue.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Lock in, lock in.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Spinning away and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Red, red's up. Lock in, lock in.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Single, single.
Red, red's up.
They're going to try and throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Lawrence Taylor, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Eagle, eagle. Alpha, alpha. Orange, orange. Hey, let's go black 2-9. Hey, let's go black 2-9. Wait,
First down, Vic. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now here's Vic. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take.
And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Vic operating on 1st down. Flush to his right. Jerry Rice open right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerry Rice, 40 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
Jerry Rice in the end zone is a sight we are sure used to seeing. Not only does he have the most receiving touchdowns in NFL history, he was also the fastest to get to 100.
It took him, I think we've got it here, 120 games to get to 100. Just staggering.
A staggering number, but you have to remember with Jerry Rice, it wasn't just great hands. It wasn't speed. It was the collective, the work ethic to prepare, and the route running that was second to none.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Now he steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Curse in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Blue. Lock in.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to go down again. Javon Curse in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Eagle. Orange.
Vic will look to throw on 1st down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Orange.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Javon Curse in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Lock in, lock in.
You ain't going nowhere.
18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No. 3 down. 50's to Mike.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Reds up.
It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now Trubisky lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Reds up. Hey, 18.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Reds up.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Reds up.
Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Reds up.
Final play of the half, it's Trubisky. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Blue, blue, blue. 18, 18. Red, up.
Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far.
18.
It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And it's a fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Right 90. Eagle. Hey, let's go black you now. Orange.
Vic now after the fumble recovery. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Lock in.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Lock in.
And they'll run it here. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Just run, fella, just run.
Let's go.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
Lock in.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Lock in.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
4 down.
Blue.
Kill.
Lock in.
Check 24.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it?
We got 4.
Red, ransom! Red, ransom!
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, guys, check me out, check me out. We got
Eagle, eagle.
right there.
Hey, let's go black you, man. What is it?
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Michael Vick. Going up top. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Eagle, eagle.
Ready?
Alpha, alpha.
Now a second down throw for Vic. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Let's go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hands up. Lock in, lock in.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it? Lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Reds up.
Switch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Reds up.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss, and he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Gould is able to put it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. One last shot for Michael Vick. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And now out comes Minnesota, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll hand it off now, Williams. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Eagle. Alpha.
First throw in overtime here for Vick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've got some decisions to make now. In field goal range already. How do you play this out?
You check with your kicker to make sure the spot that he told you that he wants it is still the same as the game has gone on, because sometimes the kickers have to make adjustments. They may all of a sudden become more confident about their range and their spot. They may become less confident about it. Where do you want it, and what is the range that we need to get into for you to kick the one through the post for us to win it?
So this game possibly could end on the foot of the kicker here in overtime. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us.